Welcome back. The Devil All the Time is a psychological thriller streaming on Netflix. Matt Perrin shares his thoughts on the film in your Monday Movie Musings.
Welcome to another Monday. Well, we're getting word that more and more new releases are being postponed until 2021, and as a result, a lot of the theaters are shutting back down. I don't know what the streaming schedule is going to be for the next few months, so I guess my review schedule is up in the air as well. Who knows if this will be the last one for a while or not. So I went back to Netflix for one of its new releases, and safe to say, it's a little dark. But with a star-studded cast, let's see if the quality can overshadow the creepiness. And here's my take on The Devil All the Time. Our movie centers around two towns, Knockemstiff, Ohio, and Coal Creek, West Virginia. The towns are hours apart, but we see how the residents of the two manage to intersect over a couple of generations. We start with Willard, played by Bill Skarsgård. He is a soldier in World War II that has seen atrocities that have made him lose his faith. After his return, on the way home, he meets a waitress and immediately falls in love. The two get married, have a son, Arvin, and he gets his faith back. Willard shows his son how to stand up to bullies and pick his moment. But before long, tragedy strikes the family and Arvin is sent to live with his grandmother. His grandmother also cares for another orphan child, Lenora, and she and Arvin are as close as any siblings. The now teenage Arvin, played by Tom Holland, accompanies his adopted sister everywhere, including to her mother's grave. He protects her from bullies, and though she is devout like their grandmother, Arvin lost his faith when he lost his family. As the movie progresses, we see all sorts of atrocities. We see religious zealots left and right whose faith leads them to acts of craziness and worse. We also have a pair of serial killers roaming the country, documenting their depravity on film. We have corrupt lawmen and corrupt preachers that will prey on the faith of anyone willing to listen. All the while, we see patterns of history repeating themselves. Unbeknownst to the characters, there is a tangled web of violence linking these two towns, which is inescapable for anyone involved. We as the audience see the horrors coming and desperately want to shout out warnings, but we have to wait and see how this narrative is going to play out. So, what to say about this one? As I alluded to earlier, this one is dark. Not in a horror movie way, but in just an emotionally draining context. It's safe to say it is a superhero cast. I mean, we have Spider-Man, the Winter Soldier, the next Batman, and Bill Skarsgård is known as Pennywise, but he was also a member of the X-Force in Deadpool 2. So yeah, it's safe to say these actors are deviating from the morals we know them for. What this movie did help solidify for me is how good of an actor Robert Pattinson is. I mean, he just morphs into whoever he's playing and is totally believable in doing some of these heinous acts. Tom Holland does some dark things, but the whole time in the back of your brain you're thinking, oh, it's Spidey, everything is justified. The movie has a running theme of fervent religious belief leading to evil. It points out that no matter your belief system, kindness is the way to go, and kindness will be your actual salvation. So yeah, the movie is enjoyable yet extremely dark. The cast makes it work, but you're not going to walk away whistling thinking this was some lighthearted family fun. So it's a movie I recommend, but it will make you uncomfortable several times. Sometimes we watch movies to escape our everyday lives. When this one ends, you'll be glad to get back to it. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.
Well, stick with us. Tyler has one last look at your forecast when the news at noon continues.